Hello everybody. New game that we're gonna try. This is Farming Simulator 2019. Uh, this is probably the first time you guys are gonna see me attempt to do some role playing as I move my microphone. Don't know if you guys heard that. Clearly, I have my audio issues fixed because I can hear myself just fine normally. At least when I'm playing back the video. Still kind of working out the kinks with video aspect of it. I'm hoping on here, everything I'm seeing looks like it should be doing just fine. No promises yet, but yeah, let's get into this. I'm at the Case IH booth here in, oh lordy, I just forgot the name of the town. Lone Oak is the map. Oh lordy, I'm already failing. Yep, we're here at Lone Oak. I believe this is a map mod. In-game mod, that is. But it is beautiful here. I brought my dad's old truck. The 1978 pickup farm truck. We're going to trade it in for a new one. Let's come over here and sell. Because we can. So we're going to come over here, check out the inventory of new trucks. If I can hit the right buttons. Alright. I already have my idea on the truck I want. Gotta find it first in the inventory. Yep, they do have a Continental in there. Alright. I can never remember the actual difference between those two. But I'm going to go with this flatbed here, just because I do like the look of it. We're going to add that trailer hitch, which actually, that's the fifth wheel hitch. That's the trailer. Alright. Now we're going to keep that black. Yeah. There was another color that really looks good on this truck. Ooh, yeah, there we go. A nice pretty blue. Go ahead and buy that. And there she is. We're going to take this back to the farm. I've already talked to the guys in the shop. And anything else that we purchase from them, they will deliver to our farm. And I decided to start out here because I felt it was a little bit more appropriate to give you guys a chance to look at the rest of the map. I am keyboard catting, which is just basically me using the keyboard to drive, so it's always a little sketch. I do have the ability to use turn signals, but I honestly don't, for the most part. Every once in a while you will see me use those. We'll try to deal with it as we can. Speed on this, as I said, I can get up and go pretty quick. Driving aspect isn't exactly the most legitimate, but I am trying to work on that. Ooh, it does actually have a nice interior. I was almost rear-ended this guy in front of me. I will try to play this about as legitimately as I can for you. Again, speed, not so much. I tend to prefer the outside view in this game. Just with everything that can go on in this game, and yeah. Since I mentioned turn signals, I will actually use it because my turn is coming up. Eventually I may end up turning off all these menu items, but for me, I really can't play the game too much without those. drive on the wrong side of the road. Good thing this is kind of a almost private lane. It's myself and a few other people, mainly farmers. Oh, lordy. And my farm is going to be coming up here on the left, past a couple of these fields. You can see some of my buildings there. This field on the right, as you see in the mini map there, is my field as well. So I got to do some plowing in there, cultivate it, get it ready to plant. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing today, is mainly plowing. As we turn into my driveway here. A nice beautiful home there. And I can enter that, so you guys will be seeing that. I'll just drive around the farmyard, show you guys some of the fields I have. So this is a cow barn. My dad used to have some cows there. I may get back into that. I don't know at this point. Right now I'm just going to be focused mainly on crop harvest. Ones that I can send out to make a buck on. Which means this green field here on the right is going to be plowed up. And I'm not sure what I'm going to plant this year. I may end up doing something crazy like all soybeans or stuff along those lines. Beans are usually pretty good in terms of return on investment, but I think it'd be boring if we just did all of our fields in the same, so I'm not going to do that. I do have 2, 3, 5 fields, I believe, because this one on the right, this one here, is mine as well. You can see it does hold a little bit of water after the rain falls. It doesn't really affect the game too much. I don't have a mod that really does much in that regards because it's mainly annoying for me. So you'll see as we go through that barn there. That little fenced in area is for chickens. That might be the first animals that I get. I've never really been much of a farmer for animals, but I might with chickens. I gotta stop flipping into that. So we do have some parking spots for equipment. That's not completely undercover. Just pull up here. This is my workshop here, which I do wish I actually had one of these in real life. It would be amazing. I'd never have to take my truck to the shop. It's a little dark in here. I probably should turn the lights on, but I do have some storage up here for parts and everything like that. I probably should have turned my truck off. Turn the flashlight in my hand that I carry in my pocket all the time off. Do have a little bit of an office back in here. And just FYI, we're going to be mainly John Deere, more than likely. That's kind of the mods and the type of tractors that I like. Computer's not on, but definitely a gaming computer. Normal computers don't have the LEDs there in the grill for the fans. But a nice little break room for any workers I hire. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be a map of that the creator of this one did, or just a pretty picture. Either way, I do like it. Close that door. Close that one. Come in here. Mainly just storage for equipment, seeds. Unfortunately, this isn't a fill point for seeds, which it was. But yeah, just kind of showing you guys around the farm here. So this yeah, this video may go a little bit longer than I expect it to be, or normally would want it to go. So for that, I do apologize. I do have a fill point here on the corner for lime. That is important for most farmers because it helps put additives, you know, nutrients back into the soil. And then even more parking, you know, storage, whatever you want it to be. That's a sell point for like things like hay and I think bales even. And this is a fill point for our silos. Fill point to fill a truck up, not to empty it out. The spot to empty the trucks out into the silos just on the other side. And I swear I have, this might be more so for silage, for animal feed, whereas this one over here is probably going to be more so for slurry, or not, manure, not necessarily slurry, because that's the slurry pit there from the cows. So it's going to depend on if I decide to get any animals as to whether or not that actually gets filled. I do have a couple ways around that to get manure. There we go. Get that opened up. We're going to go down to our lower fields. There's a nice little barn there for when I need to get away from the kids. Barn, shed, whatever you want to call it. Since I can never remember which way these goes. I think this swings in towards the field. Yeah. So again, as you see on the map, this is one field that I'm going to be tilling up, plowing up to plant actual fields or, you know, crops in, not just grass. Now, if I do decide to go with other animals, then yeah, I'm gonna probably replant grass in that field and maybe even this one. I'm not sure yet, just because it does have the access point to the field back there, which is not mine, and nothing's planted here, so I'm not tearing anything up. So get out of here, crows. So yeah, those are my fields. I need to go set up a drop-off point for the shop to bring the equipment that I'm going to be buying from them. Even though it is a Case dealer, they told me that they are capable of finding John Deere's because they want to be the sole dealer in the area. They don't want any competition, so they will take care of the farmers in the area. Whatever we want, they can get, which is awesome. So let me get back up to the house, get that set up. Now a lot of this, what I'm going to record, yes, I even have a pup, assuming he doesn't run out in front of me. Ooh, that's close. Alright, we're going to go in the house here. Actually, can I feed you? Yeah, there we go. There you go, pup. He's more of a pig than my two dogs are. See? Inhaled it. It's nice enough. 53 degrees out. It's nice enough. I'll just, especially with that fire going in the corner, I'll just leave that door open for the pup. If he wants to come in, he can. There's my entrance to the door to the backyard, the back porch. It's a little chilly out there, but do any of these doors open? Ooh. And my kitchen. Something tells me that that clock is a little broken. It's a little off on the time. So, got my drink, gonna go upstairs. Yep, go upstairs to the computer. Yeah. I think I have a copycat here. But we're gonna go check out the equipment. So like I said, we're gonna get a plow. And there's one I've been having my eyes on. If I can find it here in the selection of their internet. Like I said, we're going to be mainly a John Deere farm in this country. Well, in the country of Case IH. Nothing wrong with Case. I just prefer John Deere in this game. If I was a farmer in real life, probably my favorite equipment would probably be the one that gets the job done. So, we are... Yeah, this one's going to require the fewest horsepower. So we're going to grab this one. Now we're going to go get a tractor. And that tapping you're hearing in the background is my dogs walking on my floor mat that my desk chair is on. Done with that one. Yeah, I know, I didn't plan this out too well. Like I said, I'm here to entertain. And some people may find this entertaining, others may not. Yeah, that's an interesting tractor to have. We may see that on this farm. I'm not sure in that regard. I want a 6R. Yeah, go with this one. Michelin. Yeah, the That, I think that'll work. Check out a few of the other options real quick. Yep, we're gonna go with that. No GPS. We're gonna max out the engine setup because I can. No. Front loader attachment is if I wanted like a bucket to put on it. I might upgrade to that in the future, depending on everything I'm gonna be doing. Oops, as I hit the cup I was drinking out of. So yeah, we'll buy that. And I just realized I didn't set up the point. Oh, lordy. And nope, did not want to do that. Alright, you know what? Before I buy anything else, I'm gonna go out front and do that real quick. Yeah, that same. Alright. Back upstairs to the computer. Oh, that's TV. There it is. Yep, I'm having them ship it to the store. Okay. Now the other thing I need to do, or I should do. Do I want it? Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. I will have, for the argument of, you know, the fact it is Case Country, I will get this guy here. And we'll leave that. Yeah. We'll stick to that. Yep, delivery cost is 2.5%. What a ripoff, just like the government. Yep, I said that. Alright, let's go out here and take a look at our equipment. I think what I might do is just spread lime on all the fields and call it a day, at least for this recording, because we're already looking at 20 minutes. It's going to take me a hot minute to listen to the truck fire up. It's going to take me a hot minute to get these fields covered in lime, so that way I can plow it in. So as we get over here, yep, we want lime. I think I'm gonna go down and do the lower fields down on that side, so that way I can get that done and over with. And then I'll have the bigger fields to contend with. This actually isn't too bad of a tractor. Like I said, I just prefer John Deere in this game. Mirrors all look good. Oh, I believe we're all filled up. Yep. Let's get that cover closed. Let's get down there to the field. While we get down there, I'll go into first person and tractor view. Like I said, I tend to be more of an outside view, so if that's not your style, I apologize. Oh, that's a fence that I just went through. Help. Help. Somebody help. Alright. That was my bad. Kind of took that a little too hot. Dang it, I gotta fill it again. All that lime went right into that lake. That won't be good. I won't be fishing out of there this year. Or next, probably. And for anyone watching, no real fish were actually harmed in the filming of this. Yep, going back to fill this up, because I'm an idiot and I took that way too quick. Let's not do that again, shall we? That's going to drop us below 1 million. I'll put it this way, I don't have any money mods that's going to give me money on a daily income. But at the same time, I do have a few cheats I can get around in case I need to take care of something. So I do want to be outright with that. We'll just call it as me taking a loan. And yeah, I could actually take a loan in the in-game and work on paying it off and all that, but at least I think I can. Maybe I'm getting that confused with American Truck Simulator, because that one I know for certain there's loans. So let's not take this like a flying bat out of hell. This is a trike, so it's not going to be pretty. And this truck doesn't exactly stop on a dime either. Ooh, there we go. We are going to go back and do this field back here first. As we're going, I will unfold. Again, probably not the most realistic. I know. I'm also not an actual farmer in real life. So, yeah. do this. I think for future videos, or at least once I get my recording issues resolved, I will try to find some non-copyrighted music to kind of play quietly in the background for all of you guys. Just so that way there is something other than, you know, boringness of a motor and me talking. If there is a topic that you guys do want me to bring up, as long as it's not politically related, anything that could get me in trouble by, well, anybody, YouTube, government, etc., I am willing to talk about it. If I don't know anything about it, I will do my research before bringing it up, as my dogs are going crazy. Hold on one second. I blame my roommate upstairs. That's all I'm gonna say. When he watches this, he's probably gonna laugh and say it wasn't him, but I'm blaming him anyway. That's the trouble with having multiple dogs, is when one starts going, the others follow suit. Granted, I only have 2 dogs, but it still holds true. Now with this series, I'm not gonna, you know, I'll try to keep it short and sweet. You know, today it's gonna be Limey, doing the lime on everything. The next video may just be me plowing. And if I don't get too much out of this, I may end up doing it as a just music in the background playing and me speeding it up while I do what I do. And if that actually sounds more interesting for you guys, let me know. I haven't thought about doing a time lapse yet, but I'm not opposed to it. And for those who don't know, this is Farming Sim. It is one of the other games that I thoroughly enjoy because it's just relaxing for me. No, don't go into the water. Thank you. Yeah, this, only downside to this tractor is it doesn't stop that quickly, which I guess is realistic, but wish the brakes were better. If I was editing, if I had my editing software or any editing software at this point, I would probably be fast forwarding till I get done with this field. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna chalk. And I may actually not record me doing every field, because when you see me do one, it's gonna be the same for everything else. I figure if I'm gonna get in here and play, I might as well do some recording, just like everything else. This is one that I know doesn't take put a lot of strain on my computer. So I'm hoping I won't have issues with the recordings. So come on, back up, back up. There you go. There's a good little case. Yeah, no, I started that way too early. I'm hoping the content that I'm going to be bringing to you guys as I get my issues resolved entertains you guys more and more. I keep saying that, but that's why I'm doing this. I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to, you know, show you guys what I love to do. Oh, missed my turn almost. Oh well. Now, between this and American Truck Simulator, you know, between the two, I may not have as much of one over the other, just because it's gonna feel almost like regurgitated content, if I can say that word properly. Regurgitated. Basically, where I'm just sitting here playing the game and talking. I don't really have anyone to play this with. Well, I would, but I don't think my roommate's too fond of this game. But again, there are role-playing communities that I could look into applying for and I probably will at some point if this gets off the ground and I decide to make this my true money maker, as it were. But it's all dependent on what you guys think and what you guys want. If you guys choose that you want to support me, have at it. You know how to do that. Hit the like button, comment, subscribe, all the above. I don't know what they're barking at again. As I go in circles. I'm almost certain it's either my neighbor next door or my roommate upstairs. And if it's my roommate, I'm gonna smack him. Alright, you know what? Ooh. I'm gonna pull this up, gonna go up there and refill. Do this patch here. And then I'm probably gonna call it a video. However, if this is something that you guys would rather see me do in full, like all the other ones, I can definitely do that. But at the same time, I'm trying not to bore you guys with a super long video of me doing the same stuff. It's just going to be stuff that I'm going to be doing off camera. So that way you guys get a brief idea of what's going on in my fields. As I make sure I don't hit anything here. And stop. Thank you. But yeah, just gonna give you guys a brief idea of what's going on in the fields, what's going on my farm. You know, I do have Seasons mod enabled. So unfortunately, the growth of my corn, or not just corn, of any plants I sow into the ground, isn't going to be really quick. It's going to be super realistic, or about as realistic as it can, given the time frame. You see up there in the top right corner next to where it has my money, the in-game time, and it says early spring. I believe I may have to change it, but I believe it's set up for 6 in-game days per season. It might be 9 at this point, but I thought I might have changed that. And I will check on that off camera. But you will see, that's why you see the temperatures there. Come on. Ooh. That could have been bad. Oh, come on. I want to go backwards. Not that way. Come on. So, don't know what I was thinking there. I also have a mod that gives me real world time, so you guys can kind of see just whether or not I've done any editing. And I think when I'm doing these, just missed those, and just missed that. I don't know if I hope it's actually getting applied. I think it is, because I know this field needs it. It may not do it until after I plow it, though. Which I think is stupid. But it needs it anyway. I may be removing the real world time for in-game. It's just nice to have because I can actually spend all of an entire day playing this, if not longer, if I'm not careful. And I'm definitely hitting those posts. That's going to be an expensive repair job. There were a few other mods that I actually removed, like automatically repairing the vehicles. Trying to be a little bit more realistic in that regards, and having them be auto repaired at like midnight every night. Just, yeah. That's just something that I didn't want to deal with. And I'm kind of guesstimating here as to where I'm actually putting this down at. I have a feeling though after I plow, it's going to go, hey, this field needs lime. I'm going to go, well, crap, I just wasted lime. But, like I said, we'll deal with it when we get to that point. I just like this truck, this tractor. I don't know exactly what you would call this, but it's a single purpose tractor for the most part, and I don't mind it a bit. It has its purpose and it does it well. And I do like it a little bit more than the pull behind spreaders, because this one just kind of feeds out those ends and just drops it. It does spread it a little bit, but it essentially just drops it right there. So when I'm doing these sharp turns, it's a big benefit to me. Kind of like what I'm doing here. So if there is some little overlap, I can handle that. I think I may have missed a little bit there, but I'm going back here to handle whatever I may not have gotten this way. Alright. I'm gonna fold this up. Gotta figure out which way I'm going here. Gonna hop back in the cab. Just watch those getting folded up there. Woohoo! Alright. So we're gonna make our way back up there to fill up. And I'm gonna call the video. Make our way up this hill here. So the modders that actually make a lot of the mods I have, which if you guys are gonna be playing this game or are playing this game, most of the mods, I can't say all because I know there are a few I've gotten elsewhere. Most of the mods I do use are found in the in-game mod hub. And for most of my settings, kind of like for Breakpoint, settings are about as low as they can get while still trying to look good. So we will call it a day here. I will get around to getting these other big fields covered in lime. And I will see you guys next time. Here on... I'm going to mess up the name, so I'm going to take a quick look. Yep. As it saves. I'll see you next time here on Lone Oak and Farming Sim 19, guys. Take care.